All right, everybody, we will get started with questions from Marnie. Marnie, go ahead.
Hello, Coach.
Hey,
With the signing of Lasia Clarendon today, and what I assume is very limited time so far for them on the court with your team, how much of the playbook does Lasia need to know at this point, and how comfortable would you be putting them in a game tonight?
Yeah, very comfortable to put Lasia in. You'll see Lasia on the court. I don't know how much they know. We're going to find out. And sometimes the best way to learn is just to be thrown into it. So I don't want her to think, I just want her to play. And so we'll be mindful of that.
Leah, go ahead.
Coach Reeve, in assessing Sylvia Fowles' play at the start of the season, it looks like she's doing all the things that Sylvia Fowles always does. How have you assessed her play and the way that her teammates are getting her the ball?
Yeah, I've been pleased with that part of it. I think defensively, we probably have a little more work to do there. But I think offensively, she's doing everything we asked. We've thrown some new stuff. We're trying to balance the way that we play. We want the interior presence, but we don't want it too clogged down there because we got some people that like to play around there in addition to Syl. So Syl's just somebody that whatever we need, she says that she'll do. So I appreciate that about her.
Coach, your struggles on the defensive end in particular, do you feel like they fall more on the execution side, more on the effort side?
Both. I think both. There's no question about it. That's exactly what defense is. When you're not a good defensive team, those are the two places that you can look. And we're talking about basic concepts. And this all starts with me. These things start at the top, and I've not done a very good job. That's clear. And so, we're working hard to clean that up.
Based on the locker room in Seattle, the flight home, the shoot around today, are you seeing more like anger in your players, resilience in your players, or do you need to see another game to find out what you're seeing in your players? Because it's adversity.
Probably the latter. Probably need to see what the response is today. It's this odd thing that players don't necessarily recognize what they look like until you show them film and they say, oh geez, I didn't realize it was that bad. So it's just one of those things that's really hard to impart that to them in game of what's not happening. And then so we'll see. I mean, it's a group of good people. We always say you win with good people, but these good people need to step their effort up and be the quality team that we know we can be. There's a ton of excuses as to why it hasn't happened, but we're beyond those excuses at this point. Now we need to see some progress.
Jonquel Jones has been really impressive to start the season. I probably don't have to tell you that. Is it a matchup of more physicality, more smarts? How do you feel like the best way is to defend her in a matchup like this?
There's no good way. She's just so unique in what she does at her size. And I enjoyed watching her, as we were preparing and scouting and, we were getting ready for Seattle, watched her play against Seattle. I just seeing her improve and grow. And, after her taking the bubble season off, and she's just come back, ready to help her team be highly successful. And she's a big reason why they're, where they are right now. And we have our hands full, just like everybody else, a 6'6" player who can step back threes and, footwork in the paint. Good luck with that. Hopefully we'll give it some resistance.
Kent, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Sure, Kent.
I'm wondering when you have such a short turnaround, you have the game in Seattle, you fly back the next day and you play today. Obviously you had time to watch film, but just in terms of how emotionally, how spent you all looked after the game the other night to tonight, how do you, as a coach, kind of revive them apart from the X's and O's and get them past that? Or is that something the players are always pretty good at doing?
I think players are pretty resilient. By the way, I did want to start off the press conference, but we jumped right into questions. I wanted to say congratulations to Dan Hughes on his incredible career and thank him for inviting us to his retirement party on Friday. And so, we didn't know that beforehand, but we definitely had a nice gift for him. But I was really incredibly blessed to have worked for Dan and to have him in my life, my personal life, my coaching life, and just really happy for him and what an incredible career. and I feel blessed to have been a part of it. You know, to answer your question, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, you get your ass whooped, and you find out what you're made of, you know, when you come back. And, you know, we certainly aren't very happy. You know, I think that was probably the overriding thing. I mean, how could you be? You know, there was, you know, it's really hard to listen to commentators, you know, tell you that Minnesota's showing, you know, not much resistance. That's, you know, pretty darn truthful. And you know, we're disappointed in that. And so we're fortunate we get to play a game pretty quick. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think we're probably all still mad until the ball gets tipped, and then we'll see what we have.
Well, I mean, it seems, I mean, I may be wrong, but it seems early in the season that the pick and roll is more a part of the WNBA game maybe than ever, led by New York. Does Clarendon's kind of savvy in that portion of the game help you guys, like initially, maybe even immediately?
Yeah, I hope so. That's what I told her. You know, that would be something that we'd find valuable at this point. You know, because you can collapse the defense, and there's different ways you can do it. You know, a screen and roll is one way to do it, and making reads out of that. And you have to come and help. You have someone like Sylvia Fowles. You know, Leja, like you said, is an adept at, you know, pick and roll game and making reads. And I don't know that you know, is it more than ever? Maybe. I think what's probably more than ever is, you know, the spread floor and the three balls, just like, you know, mimicking the NBA. You know, that's definitely, you know, we saw that last year. I think that's what New York has done well, is, you know, put shooters around, and someone like Sabrina Ionescu, who's, you know, so good at pick and roll. Leja was certainly that as the team introduced that style last year. So yeah, I think, you know, their ability to do that for us, I hope is going to be good for offense. You know, we're going to see.
One last thing, you know, there was a lot of talk, you know, during training camp about how this team is going to take more threes when they have more people who can hit threes. It kind of hasn't happened yet. You're taking a lot, not making a lot. I mean, is it a matter of you telling these people just to keep shooting because you're confident they'll go in, or
Yeah.
what's your thinking there?
Yeah, I mean, you look around. This is, you know, last season in the bubble was our best 3-point shooting team. I believe all those same shooters are still on the roster, so no reason to believe that one, we shouldn't take more. Keep shooting. Yeah, you don't have a choice. The choice is not to shoot it, and you look at some of those players, and what are they going to do next? Yes, you got to shoot the ball when you're open, and not panic and listen to the things that you guys are going to write about the three ball. Just, you know, just try to will it to be so anyway, regardless of what you guys might say.
All right, everybody, that'll be it for Cheryl pregame. Thanks
Thanks.
for joining us. We'll see you post game.
All
Thank
right.
you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.